Hiya, my Charmsies. Are you feeling somewhat discouraged or unable to understand why you haven't been able to trade your home yet? Well, fret no longer. I'm here to show you tips and tricks to make your home stand out amongst others when trading them, and how to get your inventory maybe to one day look like mine. Stay tuned. And welcome back. I really appreciate it. Now let's get to it. So, ever since Adopt Me introduced home trading, I've noticed a revolving door on what home trends people like. When it first began, I personally believe there was a huge demand for preppy homes. But as time went by, that demand has only decreased. Coquette is my personal building style, and I like to say that it's currently trending still, and it has been for a while. Therefore, all of my tips and tricks will only truly apply to coquette building styles. This video will go in depth on how I personally trade all my homes and how I find good offers. But before we go take a nosedive into all my tactics, I'm going to be showing the home I will be trading. But what makes this a bit different than my previous videos, I will be making a list of all the items I use within my builds, and you are free to do what you will with that information. And now that's out of the way, here's the home. I hope you enjoy.
This list of items is pretty long, apologies. So here's the LL of items I use in most of my builds. So here's a disclaimer. My true builds where I am not making a home for a challenge, aka my Pets to Buck series, tend to be pretty expensive. For you to get amazing home offers, you have to decorate a lot, meaning you have to save your bucks. The best offers will always come from the homes with the most detail. People love detail, so please make it priority when making your home. Please take it from me, from one builder to the next. Do not let your homes have empty spaces. Put picture frames or botanical tables. If you have an empty floor, put rugs and decorate them with more botanical tables. If you haven't noticed, I love botanical tables. They are what I use to make flowers, and they are so pretty. Also, just letting you guys know that the upcoming tips come from my own personal experience from trading strictly coquette homes. These here are trades I've done in the last few months. And why yes, I promise you, they are all real. And these upcoming tips will show you how I got them. I hope this helps.
Alright guys, welcome back. I sincerely hope that the list was helpful because all of those items are so integral in my personal building style. I hope that you guys can use all those items and make the best home you possibly can, because I promise you, you don't have to use the stuff that I use, but if you just put your heart into something, not just building, I'm just saying in general, it will pay off. It may not pay off immediately. It may not pay off in a way you may expect, but it will. You just have to keep having hope, and it will work out in the way that it's supposed to. Just keep it up, because you got this. Alright, tip 1. Rich servers. For you to get rich offers, you have to get into rich servers, and this is the way to do it. So, before you actually press play, do not do that. Go scroll down to servers and look through them. And now, for you to get the best chances of getting into a rich server, look at the avatars. The ones that tend to have a lot of cosmetics on them, those servers usually tend to be the richest. So, based on that logic, I'm going to go to this one right here. Any of these would do. I think all of these would be pretty rich. And here's another good sign. Whenever the server has a long waiting list, because people want to join that server for a reason, right? Do not leave, because I promise you it will work out. You just have to wait it out. It could take a while, but just do something else in the meantime. And here is the exact server. You can see that there's a lot of people with mega exotics. There's a person with a neon owl, a person with a mega hare, a goat. It's really rich here, and I'm glad I waited for it. And this is just an example of the servers that will give you the best offers for your home, compared to if you just press play instead. And as you can see here, there's way less pets and lots of people just not trading in general. So again, for me to reiterate my point, for you to get the best offers for your home, you have to go to rich servers. Alright, now, tip 2. Detailed messages. It's so very important to make your message where you're displaying your home super intriguing so people would want to inquire about it. And this is what I mean. As you can see here, I am saying that I'm trading a coquette home, but I'm not being descriptive. So, most people aren't really going to inquire about it unless I give a little bit more detail in my message. Unlike this message over here. Now, this message is a bit more detailed. It says that I'm trading a cute, detailed, coquette apartment for a good offer. Ask to join my family if you're interested. Now, that message is way more descriptive, and I have a higher chance of people wanting to inquire about it than if I stuck with the original message. Tip 3. If you are a new builder, please, and I implore you, to not make a huge home, because I see a lot of new builders try to do that and lose hope because they never finish it and it's too expensive. So what I suggest you do is make a small build, but make it super detailed so that you could just finish it maybe within a day or two and see what you could trade it for. Don't bite off more than you could chew, okay? It's super important to set yourself some boundaries first, achieve those boundaries, and then explore a little bit more. You just need to see what you can do first. Tip 4. To make sure you don't get distracted when you're trading your home, turn your trades off. People are still able to trade you for your home whenever they go inside your home, so please don't worry about that. I say this because a lot of people tend to get distracted from their main focus. They'll start trading their pets, and then their playtime runs out and they get super frustrated that they didn't get anything done. So my biggest tip for that is just to turn your trades off and don't focus on trading your pets and your vehicles and such for the time being, okay? Tip 5. Please do not beg. I see so many home traders get desperate for offers, so they start begging people to offer. That's not right. That's peer pressure, and you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. You should respect if people don't want to offer. And also, if people give you criticism, please just try to be welcoming to it, even if it's negative. Because the only way you can improve is if you hear out everybody's complaints or suggestions. I still to this day get so many people saying that they hate my build, or it's too overcrowded, too pink, too beige, too gray, whatever. And I still hear them out. I might not agree with them, but I hear it out because I just want to know if there's something I could personally improve on. And that's super important going forward, knowing when you could take criticism and seeing if there's something you can improve. Because not everyone who's criticizing you is trying to do it to bully you. They're just trying to help you out. Tip 6. Go online and watch videos on how to build. There's a lot of speed builds of Adopt Me homes. But I want y'all to know, don't outright copy it. Make your own style, but you should watch those videos and get inspiration. About almost a year ago at this point, that's what I did. I binged so many speed builds of coquette homes until I just figured it out. And that's what I implore y'all to do. Not just for coquette homes. There's so many different styles like aesthetic and preppy and whatnot. So just go ahead. If you don't know where to start, just start by watching videos online. These are my favorite YouTubers when it comes to Adopt Me home building. Kaida Milano, Lavlul, Manami Arroy, Migate, Apple Builds, and Just Izzy Gaming. There's so many more, but those are just ones I used to watch, or actually still watch, whenever I need inspirations for my homes. And I implore you to go check them out. Tip 7. Be reasonable on what you ask for your home. But before you go and tell people this is what you want for your home, I want you to go around and ask people for their opinions. Ask them politely what they think that your home is worth. And of course, you have to be willing to take some constructive criticism as well. So don't feel too butthurt whenever somebody say your home's not worth anything. There's always going to be trolls like that out there, and it's up to you to not let that affect you, because they're just sad people. That's all I look at them as. They're just people who don't have anything else better to do. And it's super important not to just take one person's opinion and just go with it. Go to multiple people and ask them for an all-around estimate of what you can get. Tip 8. Be prepared for your home to take a while to trade. I see a lot of people in the comment section saying they've been trading their home for like a day or two and there's nobody offering. And I personally have to say one thing. Patience. You have to go to many servers and always go to a different server every 10 to 15 minutes if you don't get an offer. You have to go to a bunch of different servers to find that perfect person who wants to give you what you want for your home. And a lot of people don't understand that it's going to take time. There's been times it took an entire month for me to trade my home, and I never got discouraged because I was like, I'm going to trade my home. I'm going to find the perfect person. And I promise you, if you stay focused, you will. You just gotta keep on focusing on what you want to do, and I promise you, all your determination will pay off in the end. You got this. Tip 9. Be wary. I am saying this in the context of how many homes I see that are cloned. So if y'all didn't know, there's this glitch that Adopt Me has never fixed where you can clone a build. So people would clone builds, say that they built them, and then ask for a lot. And it's really messing up the home market at the moment. So if you want to trade your home, please make sure to tell people that it is not duped and it's not cloned. And that automatically makes your home worth more, because all the nice homes I see that are cloned, I see them so often, meaning they're not unique, they're not special. But if you built something that's super nice, I promise you, people are going to appreciate it. Also, the best way to tell if a home is cloned is to ask the builder if they built it, and then ask them how they make a certain item within the home. If they actually built it, they'll easily be able to tell you how they did it. Also, a lot of cloned homes are like the best homes you could possibly see. They're like the prettiest homes, the most detailed, the biggest and nicest glitch builds, so always be wary about them, okay? But please don't let it discourage you. Adopt Me is desperate for true home builders more than ever now, and if you are willing to put the work in, you will be rewarded for it. And tip 10. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Home trading can be a very, very difficult task, one that requires patience, skill, and understanding. If you're willing to put in the effort, I promise you, you're going to be rewarded. But it's going to be up to you to do all the work. So, are you ready to do that? And it's okay if you're not ready. And I understand if this just seems too daunting for you. But for the people who truly want to do this, I believe in you. You got this. Just keep staying focused and it will pay off in the end. I promise you. Phew! Those are all the tips I have today. But before I go, I wanted to show y'all all the offers I received for the home I showed you earlier. These are all the offers I got over the course of maybe about 4 to 5 days. And I still haven't traded this home because I'm looking for the perfect offer. But I wanted to show you guys the estimate of what offers I personally get for my type of homes. So maybe you could see what you could get for yours. And with all this out of the way, come follow me. And I hope you enjoy.
So, this happened. Like, how did my home get underwater? I'm still baffled. I was able to fix it by switching to another home and then switching back. But like, I've personally never seen this before. Have any of you? But I wish I didn't have to add.
That's about it, my Charmsies. Thank you so much for watching. But before I completely wrap things up, I have to tell you guys a few things, including an apology. I'm so genuinely sorry it took so long for me to release this video to all my fans who've been waiting. Once I got sick, I got informed I had to move, and it really's been taking me for a whirlwind. But I refuse to let anything that happens in my life stop me from ever uploading. That's why I decided to keep going. You guys mean the world to me. You're amazing fans, and genuinely, I wish you the best in life. I really do. But I may have a little bit of a selfish request now. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I am so very close to 10,000 subscribers, which is my ultimate dream, and I would really appreciate it if y'all could help me get there. Though, thank you to all who have been subscribed. Genuinely, you guys are awesome and amazing, and I hope you guys know that. Sadly, there's no giveaway this time, but I promise in my next video there will be. I will put a poll on what video you guys would want next. And I'm always open to suggestions, so please let me know if you have any. Alright, my Charmsies, take care. And, as always, God bless.